Why, hello, and welcome to another lovely episode of Gamer Disclaimer with Meg and Wade. We're in that order because it's alphabetical, not because I think that Meg is more important than I am, or that we're going off of number of letters in the name. Doesn't really matter. Gamer Disclaimer with Meg and Wade. I'm Wade. This is Meg. Meg, how we doing today?
We're good. Just hanging out.
Good.
Yep, had a birthday this weekend, and
Which 21st birthday did you celebrate? Your
um,
8th or ninth or 10th?
13th. I'm old.
13th, 21st. Very good, very
Yeah,
good.
I'm 34 now, so getting older, but had a good time. Had some friends over, played some disc golf, and went to see a movie. So we had some good time. Yes, I still do have a birthday party for myself at 34 years old with my friends. Sorry about it.
Did you have cake?
I did not have cake. I'm not a cake
No,
guy.
no, not even like ice cream.
I had ice cream with my family on my actual birthday. So,
Good, that's
yes.
good. I've come to the conclusion. I'm very secretive about my birthday. You'll never know when my birthday is. Just it's not going to happen.
Mm.
Pretty sure that I've scrubbed it off of various social media sources and whatnot. But I have conceded that if I was working in an office, it is nice to let people know that it's your birthday because you might get cake.
This is true.
That's that's worth people knowing when my birthday if everybody else in the office can get cake that day.
Yeah. And you get to like have a little break too. So, makes sense. Makes sense.
But I don't work in an office. I work remote. So unless they're going to figure out a way to send cake to all of my team members and me to eat on my birthday will remain a secret.
Secret birthday. I don't actually know it. So, mine's on Facebook. So, it is what it is. So, check me out on Facebook if you want to know what my birthday is. Tell
I
us
hear you
about
playing some games, Meg. What you been playing lately?
You beat me to the punch.
Haha.
On my birthday celebration, we busted out the N64 and played some NBA Hang Time, which is an absolute classic. We talked about it on the show many times, and I was 1-0, and the game froze. In one of my games, I was going to lose, but we did win a game. That was fun. Um, I have
It
been playing
froze? Has your N64 cart been compromised or did somebody bump the console?
probably it got bumped. I'm not sure. It's just like
Mm.
fourth quarter is like, oh, it froze. But yeah, so played that, and I finally beat Mario in Mario Golf this week and unlocked him, which is great. I kicked his butt. Didn't even have to play out all the holes, and so that was exciting after losing to him in a 7-hole playoff the week before that. And started Grizz, whatever, and that has been interesting. Cool music, very cool art style. Played some Marvel Rivals, and have played the new season of Fortnite. And I played a little bit of The Messenger today, which I know that you love, but I couldn't get past a certain part, so I quit. And I think that is it. But I've kind of been playing a hodgepodge of stuff, and it has been a lot of fun. So, but I haven't played any Clair Obscur, which I'm going to get back to it at a certain
It
point.
they just rolled out a patch today apparently that made things well fixed some bugs, I guess. Not that I don't know if people were running into many bugs, but I don't know. It was nice to hear that the Clair Obscur devs are, kind of enjoying their victory lap of how well the game has been doing and selling, but are still making sure to prioritize any of those bug fixes. I think they made some additional improvements to the story mode to make the game even more accessible to other people. Like I think it you can reduce enemy damage to your characters by even more, and also give yourself an even bigger timing window for dodging and parrying.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
if that's the kind of thing that somebody needs to appreciate the excellent story that Clair Obscur has to offer, then so be it. More power to them.
Hmm. Yeah. It's weird to me that they're like a single player story game is getting patches. Like
I
It's
think
just
the first patch that rolled out kind of nerfed my L, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's a single player game. It doesn't need
yeah, that's
batches,
interesting.
balances, or patches for balancing." And it's like, well, it's just because it's a little too overpowered. It's still absolutely broken. It just kind of brings it a little bit more into line with how I think they actually wanted it to be going. But
Gotcha.
yeah, it's wild. Like that's not the kind of thing that that's the world that we live in these days, where developers again. I will say this much: at least they shipped a finished game when they sent it out, and now they're just making some minor tweaks to it,
Yep.
rather than shipping a completely broken game and then having to fix it after the fact. So,
Sure.
Clear Obscure, great game,
Yep.
love it,
What have
wonderful.
you been playing, Wade?
I have been playing through Call of Duty 2 as well.
Still?
Still, yeah.
Okay.
The veteran campaign. I don't know. It's kind of fun to get back into because occasionally I just have those moments where like I die over and over and over and over at a quick little checkpoint, and then when I finally get it taken care of, I look at the time and I'm like, what just happened? Like, I haven't had a moment where, I've lost, 20, 30 minutes just in the blink of an eye where I'm like, oh, goodness, finally, got over it. But I'm finally, I've finished the Russian campaign and the British campaign, and I just started the American campaign, which starts on the beaches of Normandy, and it's not a good time, not having a great time with it. But I will take it down. We'll get it taken care of. I also played a little Dance Central, which is for the Xbox 360 with the Kinect, and I was so frustrated that it wasn't picking up on my dance moves. All that it gives you to tell you when you fail something is like, oh, your leg gets flashing red. You didn't do something right. But now I'm thinking that there's something wrong with like the calibration on my TV. Like there's a input delay or something like that. So I'm gonna keep modifying the calibration on the input delay because there is an option for it by like 2 seconds or 2 milliseconds at a time until I finally figure it out. The wife gets a big kick out of me saying that it's the game that's wrong. I am dancing perfect and correctly, and the game just doesn't know. So
Yeah.
I'll have to keep messing with the settings until the game figures it out.
I'm just envisioning you standing in your living room doing dance moves, and it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, man, I pushed the couch out of the way. We go hard,
Man,
in the Dance Central, man.
that's
We don't mess
funny.
around.
I like it.
I also went garage sailing this past weekend and
Okay.
picked up this game, which I have not played and have never heard of before, called Scarlet Nexus.
Cool.
When the guy didn't have any price tags on anything at his garage sale, so I picked it up and or actually, he had a bunch of game guides, like old school game help books, and he's like, "Yeah, I want $2 for each of those." So I flipped through them, didn't really see anything I was interested in, and then I saw he had some games, and I said, "Well, how much do you want for this game?" And he goes, "For that one, I was thinking like 8." And without missing a beat, I just fired right back and I was like, 8? Could probably do 5. And then he's like, "Whoa, I asked you for 8 on that. That it's like that offended you or something." And I'm like, "Well, no, it's just, I don't think I have $8. I have a $5 bill."
Yeah.
Pretty sure this guy, if he doesn't have price tags on anything, I didn't see a cash box. I doubt he had change. So $5 it was. He agreed, and I went on my merry way, hopefully to check out that game. Bandai Namco, it says on there. Scarlet Nexus, never heard of it before, but we'll check it out someday.
Cool.
And I played a little Brotato last night as well,
Fun.
which is kind of like Vampire Survivors, where it's a roguelike and you pick up. Every run is different. You pick up all kinds of different weapons as you play through.
Cool. I did play a little of the Pokemon trading card game live, which it's been okay. But I am going to my first card show. It is at the local casino, Hard Rock Casino, that is nearby. So I'm very excited to go to do that on Saturday. So I have a few cards that I'm looking for, and I'm hoping I'll be able to find them. So yeah, cool. So leave it to me to not have a super crazy topic out the gate, but I thought that it would be
Seems
fun.
like your craziest topic.
This one here? Well,
I mean, yeah, clearly, just introduce it, and then I'll say my objections before we get into it.
so rather than, getting into deep, thoughtful conversation, we thought we'd give y'all a fun week, and I have 50 fun questions to ask a gamer. So we're going to ask each other these questions and answer them. and there's 50 of them, and we're gonna try and some of them are very just one word answers, so we should get through them in a decent amount of time. But we're shooting for like 25, 30 minutes. You're gonna get some great factoids and knowledge from Wade and I, and it's gonna be great.
25 or 30 minutes. Like no lessons were learned from when we went through that top 100 magazine, and it took 2 episodes. Now we're 50 questions. Let's go.
Easy.
I shouldn't have said so much in the pre-show, in the intro. I should have just jumped right into it. So Meg, here we go. We're getting right into it.
We're gonna ping pong it.
Will you link this in the description so that people can see it after it's all said and done?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Scout's honor.
Scout's honor.
Very good. All right, you going first?
Yes, I'll ask you, and then you answer, and then you ask me, and I'll answer. Same question. Okay? All right. Question 1. What is your favorite game of all time?
I think the answer that I usually say is Mega Man X.
Nice. It's a good one.
I mean, there's probably an argument to be made for something else, but that's just what I answer. So what's your favorite game of all time, Meg?
My favorite game, I've said it many times on the show. It is above me here. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. So easy. All right, question number 2. What's a game that you thought you'd like but actually hated?
I tried. Just this recency bias. I tried to give Blue Prince a try, and I probably didn't give it enough of a chance to determine. And I don't know if I would say hate is a really strong word, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. Is like, I thought I would really like Blue Prince, but I did not particularly care for it. No shade to people that do.
Interesting. Yeah, I've heard good things, but I've also, who knows? All right. You have to ask me, Wade. I can't answer.
What's a game that you thought you'd like but actually hated?
So, I feel like there's probably quite a few, but off the top of my head, I would say like we tried that Killer Frequency game out, Haley and I did, and like I said, I wouldn't say I hated it, but I thought it was going to be a lot more fun, and it was not very. It was like okay. So that's my quick answer.
All right, Meg. What's a really popular game everybody seems to love but you don't like?
Well, if you watched our show, if you're a regular, you'll know that Minecraft is my answer for this. I don't like Minecraft. A lot of people really love it, enough to the point where they made a movie. So that's it. Wade, what is a really popular game everybody seems to love but you don't like?
It's probably Fortnite.
There you go. All right, next question. Well, you've never technically played Fortnite. Well, you've only... Okay, whatever. So, opposite. Number 4. What is a game you didn't expect to enjoy but ended up liking?
We'll just go with Claire Obscure Expedition 33 in that I checked it out because it was on Game Pass, and it was just fan-dang-tastic. So wonderful.
Turns out I actually had Game Pass, and I didn't even know it.
You've been paying for it? Or?
Yeah, I just got an email. It's like, oh, your Game Pass renewed. And I was like, great. All right.
So what's a game that you didn't expect to enjoy but ended up liking? And before you answer, I think that we don't need to repeat these things twice every time. I
just like the novelty of it.
Okay.
It's just silly.
We'll stick with it, bud. We'll do it.
I'm trying to think. I think I'd just say like Doki Doki Literature Club, simply because I'm not a visual novel person and I hate reading. But like, I don't know. I enjoyed playing through it. I mean, it's technically like a dating sim visual novel, but you know, I liked it to the point where I bought a physical copy of the game. So
I'm gonna force you to play The Messenger more, and then that will be your answer to this question.
I liked the first half. All right, Wade, number 5. So we're cruising right along. We're moving. All right, what game have you spent the most number of hours on?
I think the answer is Destiny 2. And it's an embarrassing number of hours that I don't know what it is, but I cannot imagine it being any other game other than Destiny 2. However, my end of year in review Xbox thing, at least for 2025 or 2024, excuse me, thought that my most played game was Microsoft Solitaire, just because it's like always open on my computer. So numbers are inflated. It doesn't actually count, but it was number 1 on the list of anything that I played on Xbox. It had surpassed it.
There you go.
Meg, what's a game that you have spent the most number of hours on?
So I would say League of Legends or Fortnite. I don't have a definitive number on Fortnite, but I know I've spent a lot of time playing that. I do have a definitive number on League of Legends, and I am up to about 2,200 hours. So it's a lot of time. A lot of time. I haven't played it recently, but yes. All right. If you had to marry the last video game character you played, who would it be?
It would be whatever the player character is in Brotato, apparently. So some kind of a little potato person
There
that
you
can carry
go.
6 weapons at once.
All right.
But only on one of those weapons, there's going to be a ring on that finger because apparently we're getting married.
There you go. For the sake of
If you had
saving
to marry,
time. All right. We don't have to do that.
now you're coming around to it.
All right, all right. I would be marrying the main character in Gris or Gris, however you say it, if it's French. So, because that's the last game that I played.
Artsy fartsy. Hey,
Yeah.
if you had to live in the world, the last video game that you played, what world would it be? A lot of commonality
It would
here.
be
So-
Gris, which would be cool because that world's really cool.
That's an interesting
Chris,
world. I
great.
don't know how exciting it would be to live in that world because it's like crumbling and whatnot. But I suppose
Yeah.
by the end of it, it's a good world by the end. Brotato is just a like giant square hellscape of things constantly attacking you and shooting projectiles at you. So that would be less than ideal. That's for sure.
Yes. All right, I'll go next. Have you ever had a crush on a video game character?
I mean, as a teenage boy, didn't we all love Lara Croft? That's just how it works.
I know one of my friends definitely has that same answer. For me, my first video game crush ever was Karen from Harvest Moon. I thought her.
Oh my
sprite-
gosh, Karen!
I thought
She's
her
the best.
sprite was like. I was like, man, if these sprites are. I want to marry Karen if I'm going to marry anybody, and so
We don't want this to go down a bad place, but I never. This has already been a success that we found out that we're both Karen lovers. This was
Yes.
before horrible women were called Karen on YouTube.
Yes.
And Karen, she was so angsty.
Yes.
Did her father work at the bar? Is that what it was?
I don't remember. I didn't even play the game. I just remember my friends were playing it and I was watching and I was
Oh
like,
my
man,
God.
Karen. And then on like one of the later Harvest Moons, I tried to romance her, but I didn't play it long enough to actually get to the marriage.
That is so great. Karen. Yes.
Yep.
You've unlocked a core memory for me. I think also, moving on to the next one, Lune is Bay in Expedition 33.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Meg, what's the first game you ever remember playing?
The first game I ever remember playing. So I was thinking about this. So my parents bought me a Sega, but I played Sega Genesis at my aunt's house. And the games that I remember that she had that I played, she had Cool Spot, and she had Aladdin, and she had Sonic 3. And so I'll just say those 3 games.
You didn't end up playing some game on a computer before those days, you don't
No,
think?
I mean I got my Sega when I was 4.5. So
That'll do it. That'll
yeah,
do it.
it was 1995 or no, Christmas of 94, 5. I don't know, 5. Yeah, whatever. All right, what about you, Wade?
I don't actually know the answer to this question. I remember playing on Game Boy Link's Awakening a whole lot, enough to the point that I feel like it was the first game that I ever saw played on a Game Boy. I also remember playing Chips Challenge
Yes.
on the PC a whole lot. If
Yes.
that, I don't know the exact timeline, or if somehow I came across somebody with a Nintendo Entertainment System, it probably was Super Mario Brothers.
Or
So
Jez
one
Ball,
of
Chips
those
Challenge.
one of those 3 probably came up.
Yes.
Meg, have you ever pretended to be sick to get out of something so you could play a game?
No, I have not. Have you?
I don't think so. I remember deliberately taking time off when games came out from work, like requesting time off in advance. Like when that new Zelda Echoes of Wisdom game came out on like a Thursday, I took that Friday off to play it. But I'd never pretend to be sick. I don't abuse that power.
You're an honorable worker.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not an honorable worker. I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to these things. Like sometimes it's much better to not go to work sick and just to rest and get better. But I was always in the camp of, you can send me home if I'm too sick to be here. I'm not going to tell you that I'm too sick to be working.
That's fair.
Hey, Meg, What's the last game that you completed?
I think actually completed was Doki Doki Literature Club. So, what about you, Wade?
I have to look. I'm so sorry. I'm looking because I don't know off the top of my head. It will be Call of Duty 2 in the very near future, but it isn't yet. Come on, phone. Don't fail me now. What's the last 1,000 out of 1,000 that I have on the Xbox? What is it? Where are you? Oh, Miss Claire Obscure.
Woo! Claire Obscure, another plug. Get the game if you haven't. CD keys, $36. We can skip number 12. What games are you playing right now? Because we did that earlier. So
We
Wade,
did.
what game do you want to play next? Singular game.
If I manifest it into the world right now, then one of our viewers will just gleefully delight in that. The next game that I should play is The Witcher 3.
I have that game. I have never played it, but I have it downloaded.
I'll get ready for somebody in the comments to tell you that both of us need to play The Witcher 3 because
Yeah. I
it's
don't
all
know.
about it. Okay.
I don't know what game I want to play next. I was looking through my list. I think I want to play more of Nier
Near Automata,
Automata.
or however you say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to get back into playing that a little bit. All right. You're up.
In your opinion, Meg, what is the best game console?
See, these ones are going to take a little bit longer. Short answer.
Answer the question, Meg.
Short answer. If I had to pick one system right now, not going forward for the rest of the time to play games on, I would probably pick the GameCube.
Interesting.
I just love a lot of games on the GameCube. I know what you're going to pick.
You want to say it on the count of 360?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 60. 360,
Yeah.
Xbox 360.
I don't know, man. It's just I like it a lot.
Yep.
I can't help it. I don't know why.
There you go. All right.
Go ahead.
Are PC gamers really superior to console players?
I mean, they think they are. That's for sure. PC Master Race. I get it with all of the emulation that you can do if you're willing to jump through the hoops to make sure that your PC can play whatever it is that you're looking to play, then they probably are superior in that right. If you like the convenience of being able to play whatever is intended to be played on a console experience, then you're gonna prefer console. What do you got, Meg?
Yeah, I would say as a former console player and now a mostly PC only gamer, I think PC is better than console, unless you're looking for console exclusives. But shooters are better on PC in my opinion, and just
There are a shocking number of PC exclusives, to be perfectly honest.
yeah, I don't know. After being like I said, I'm new to the PC. Like I'm within 5, well even 6, 7 years, but I thoroughly enjoy having a PC. So, all right.
Hey, Meg, what's your opinion on Fortnite?
I think that I have 3 quick ones for you. I think that Fortnite is one of the most underrated games on the planet. I think that
Fortnite
it is
adequately rated.
I think
Meg,
it is
but
I think it is probably top 5 most influential video games of all time. Maybe top 3, and maybe to me probably number 1. And I think that what they're doing in terms of creating their own universe within a game is like pretty crazy. And at some point, developers will be creating games in the Fortnite engine that are different, that are their own games. So I think it's
it is
pretty.
It is so fascinating to me that you think that that's where Fortnite is going, and you think that it is so influential, but then you dunked on Minecraft earlier about how that's absolutely what they do in Minecraft. You can create anything in Minecraft. Not that I'm a big fan of Minecraft either. Like, those are just games that somehow I missed the boat on, and I'm not willing to sink the necessary amount of time that they're in. But I agree with many of the things that you said there, Meg. Fortnite is absolutely influential. I won't say worry, but Fortnite absolutely has had an impact on the types of games that get made now
Yeah.
compared to previous, because every game wants to be Fortnite if they can be, or they're doing something completely different than what Fortnite is doing. But Those are many Fortnite opinions. We could do a whole dang episode about that. Hey, Meg, you ever watched a Twitch stream?
I have. I watched one today. What about you, Wade?
I watch a lot of Twitch streamers' YouTube clips, or so, Twitch clips on YouTube is the way that I very rarely actually watch a Twitch stream, but I do watch a lot of Twitch VODs on YouTube.
Sweet.
Hey, Meg, you ever streamed yourself on Twitch or YouTube?
I have. Hashtag twitch.tv/TheSweatSlayerNM. Check it out. I have not streamed in a while, though, because I'm on a streaming break. But, yes, I have. And I know that you have as well, Wade.
Yeah, like three streams in my lifetime. Actually, one time I did stream the achievement alphabet, where I unlocked an achievement that started with every letter of the alphabet in a row. That was actually a lot of fun.
Cool.
Had a good time.
Wade, what's the best weapon you've ever used in a game?
Why'd you skip over a question?
Have I ever used a walkthrough? Yes, I did today.
Constantly,
Yes.
exclusively, almost.
Yes.
Like,
If I get
love
stuck,
walkthroughs.
I'll try it without, but if I get stuck, then I will, yes.
I primarily will use a walkthrough to make sure at the beginning of a game, before I even start it, that nothing is missable. That is important to me, that I won't be missing something crucial and important. And then also, I try and play without them. Like, there are videos showing how to beat all of these freaking veteran campaign levels in Call of Duty 2, but I've been trying to stay away from them. I also think about, this is my fun walkthrough story, and look at me stretching out the length of the episode here. I somehow played through Metroid 2 Return of Samus on the Game Boy Original, which is a very heavy exploration game with a whole lot of different areas that get opened up after you defeat certain enemies in certain places. Just reading a text-only guide. I have no idea how I did this with no screenshots or pictures. And it's just like, oh, from here, you need to, go 3 screens left or something like that. How did I know I was starting from the right screen? Nobody knows. It's wild.
There you go.
So, Meg, you were just teasing in a moment. What is the best weapon you've ever used in a game?
Is it the Keyblade? No. Is it the Halo Energy Sword? No. I don't actually know what it is, but I think the most satisfying video game weapon that I've ever used is the Halo 2 battle rifle. I just love it. I just love it with all my heart. But if we're like talking practically, like the Golden Gun from GoldenEye is probably one of the best. This is one-shot KO. And I really like on Soul Calibur, Talon has the elbow blades, and they're super cool. So there you go. What about you, Wade?
Oh, I just wanted to thank you for answering the question wrong, because the answer is the Halo Combat Evolved pistol.
Oh, that's pretty good. It is the granddad of the battle rifle.
And
right?
you start with it. You
Yes.
don't even need to find it on the map.
It's
They
just-
just give it to you. It's in your hands.
It's just right there.
Meg, have you ever had to stop playing a game because it was too scary?
No, but I streamed Madison, and it was freaking me out. But I've never stopped playing it because of the scare factor. What about you, Wade?
I haven't really gotten into my my scary game era yet. I do have every intention of playing through Resident Evil 7 and 8, because that new one looks like it could be pretty crazy.
Yeah, the new Silent Hill looks pretty scary, too. All right, Wade, has a game storyline ever made you cry?
I'm pretty sure that I cried playing Claire Obscure. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was one of those, like, what is it, in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, where the guy's about to cry and he forces the tear back up into his eye. That might have been how it goes. Maybe I got a little misty-eyed, but if there was ever a game to kick you in the feels, Claire Obscure definitely does it. Has a game storyline ever made you cry, Meg?
Not that I can remember, but I'm a pretty easy misty-eyer, so I have been misty-eyed many times playing games. I can't think of anything in particular, but yeah, it's happened. What is your favorite fighting class? Warrior, mage, rogue, and why?
I'm going off of the nearest equivalent in like Destiny, where they were, Titans and Warlocks and Hunters, and I feel like I'm a mage No, I'm a warrior in a mage's body, a mage in a warrior's body. I don't know. One of those things.
I would say if I'm relating this to League, I prefer mages. I don't like being
Yeah.
brawlers. I don't like being in the thick of the fight and having to manage my health bar. I like skill shots, and I like being behind, like in the back line. So, and I don't know. I have a hard. When there's chaos, I don't like to be in the middle of it. I like to be on the outside trying to affect it. So, okay, 24. We're almost halfway. We're doing good. And besides,
Meg, what's your favorite game genre?
my favorite game genre is platformer, 2D or
I
3D.
think I think I'm also gonna go with platformer. I mean, I like a lot of other things, but I feel like I will always enjoy a platformer. Well, you know early on if a platformer is going to be good or bad, and then
Yep.
you can just put it down and keep playing the good ones and not bother playing the bad ones. With other game genres, I feel like you might have to sink a little bit more time into finding out if they are going to be a satisfying experience.
Yeah.
Meg, do you prefer multiplayer games or to ride solo?
I was just gonna say honorable mention first-person shooters.
Oh, sure.
I prefer multiplayer games. Yeah, easy one. What about you, Wade?
I play a lot of games solo, but when the right multiplayer game comes along, I put a lot of time into said multiplayer game. Like
Perfect.
if if I manage to find myself a Switch 2 at some point in time, I definitely will not be playing The Witcher 3 because I'll just play Mario Kart every night.
They had a bunch of them here where I'm at available.
Eh.
Also, the episode is long. I know we're like, but we're just hanging out, and y'all are getting to hang out with Wade and I. So just enjoy the ride. All right, 26. We're halfway. Do you prefer co-op or player versus player?
I mean, I like them both for different reasons. Do I have to pick one or the other? Are you gonna pick one or the other?
Yeah, I like co-op, but I play mostly PvP, and I just love PvP.
I mean, you can be co-op and PvP, can
Yeah,
you not?
combo
Yeah.
it, easy.
So this is like I like duos or I like squads or I like
Yeah.
solos, apparently.
Yep. You're up.
Meg, what's the first console that you ever owned? I actually know the answer to this, don't
I
I?
have
It
a.
was a Sega Genesis.
Yep, and I still have it. So
What was my first console that I ever owned? I don't have it anymore.
you had a Super Nintendo.
Nope. Well, I did, but that wasn't the first one.
You had an NES.
That is the second console that
You
I
had an
ever owned. And
Atari 2600.
nope, I had a Game Boy Pocket.
Ah, nice. I had one too.
Yeah. What or who got you into video games in the first place,
That
Meg?
is honestly a great question that I don't know the answer to. Like, I just always remember liking video games. And I always remember liking Sonic. And I don't know if it was from a TV show or from a video game, but I don't know. I've just always liked them as long as I can remember. So,
Hmm.
that's my answer. I don't actually know.
Yeah, I mean, I can cite that my aunt Stacy had a Nintendo Entertainment System and was, at the time, I thought that she was the best Super Mario Brother 3 player that I'd ever seen in my entire life. I now realize that I am a better Super Mario Brother player 3
Dang
player
right.
than my aunt Stacy. But we'll give her a quick shout out here at question number 28 for getting me into video games to strive to be better than her. Meg, what's the longest amount of time you have sat playing games nonstop?
I am not 100% sure of an example, but I would say somewhere between probably like 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours. I don't know.
I mean,
Somewhere
there's
on that line.
I remember plenty of instances of play till we lose, going into the wee hours of the night. I can think of many times where we had like a Halo LAN party where we just played all night long. So I'm sure
Yeah.
that was probably a solid 8 hour shift right there. Meg, if video games didn't exist anymore, what would you do?
I would make more music. I would, because
Mm.
when I'm not playing video games and I'm not hanging out with the fam, a lot of times I'm producing music. So I would just spend my time producing. But I like playing video games more. So, what about you, Wade? You just
I imagine I would read or, you know, watch more Netflix on the TV.
yeah, that's true. I'd probably watch more shows.
Probably better to be reading. I mean, there's that classic where people will binge an entire season of a show on Netflix in one sitting and nobody bats an eye. But then you play video games for 4 hours and everybody loses their minds. They're like, just do something better with your time. It's like watching Netflix like you did. Oh, sure, no problem.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'd find other
Meg,
stuff
this
to
is
do.
this
What?
is an impossible question for you here, Meg. What is your favorite song from a game?
Ugh. I guess that changes with the day,
Yeah.
honestly. But I don't know. I don't have a specific favorite song. And if you want to know my answer to that, just go watch the video game music review show or the first 15 episodes of this show. And they end. I'll give a special shout out to Oil Ocean Zone from Sonic 2. It's not my favorite, but it's a cool one.
Sure. I'll
Wait.
say some Mario Brothers first stage song, like any of them that you've heard 10,000 times
Or the
over.
Mega Man X entire soundtrack.
Could be all bangers.
Yep. Have you ever wanted to live in a world from a game? If so, which one and why?
I don't think I have. Apparently, I'm not very imaginative. I like the world that I live in. The world's on fire sometimes, but it's still a good world that I don't need that level of escapism in wanting to live in the world from a game.
Yeah, I would say that if there's one I would not want to live in, it would be the one in Animal Crossing because I would not want to get duped by Tom Nook into taking out a huge loan and then have to collect fossils and run errands for villagers to pay him back. So
Gonna get you,
there
Tom
you
Nook.
go.
He's a crook. Nook's the
Tom Nook
crook.
the crook. Yes. All right, Wade. Which video game character do you wish you were like?
Uh, I feel like the answer is supposed to be like, I don't know, Master Chief. Or
Yes,
something
Master
like that.
Chief. That's what I was gonna say. He's a superhuman.
I mean, he does some pretty well. I don't know. It's the mission. It's always, like that's it.
Chief.
I think the other answer that is supposed to be like, Nathan Drake. He's pretty, charismatic and also,
I'm
know,
Nathan.
yeah,
That's
you,
me.
you are.
Do you think any of the listeners actually know my real name's Nathan and not Meg?
They're learning
They're
stuff.
learning. Yeah, I was gonna say Master Chief just because he is awesome. All right,
All right,
you're up.
We've lined up on Karen and Master Chief today. This is very good.
Yep.
What is a game that you've spent the most amount of money on?
So for a single game title, I've spent the most money on Sonic R.
That's not the answer.
Um,
As you zoom in on your
As
face.
I zoom
over
in on
here.
my face.
Your answer is what? What do you pay in League or freaking V-Bucks or whatever?
yeah,
it is?
I would
That's the
say I
real
spent the
answer.
most money on Fortnite. More than League, because I bought many battle passes. Yeah.
And
Fortnite.
I have to assume that my answer is Destiny 2 in the season passes and expansions that I had bought for that before I dropped that game like it was hot.
Yep. All right. If you could have one power of any video game character, who would it be?
Oh, what? One power from any video game character.
Easy answer. Kirby.
Oh, Kerbo. Yeah.
Just
you
eat
gotta
anything and it just
Chomp them on up.
eat it. Just
Kirby has infinite cosmic power. He's ridiculously powerful. It's a little silly. I like that answer. I like that. Kirby. That's good.
cool. All right. You go next.
Who do you usually choose as your fighter in Super Smash Brothers? There are other games listed, but I'm not going to say it. Who's your Smash man?
So I will say them. I would say random's my main, but I do play Lucas and Yoshi. But random is honestly my main in Smash Brothers. Soul Calibur I play Talum, as I mentioned earlier, and Street Fighter I play Ryu. So
See,
yeah.
that's the thing. I don't know if I know who I play in Soul Cal or Street Fighter. That's why I was trying to punt on those ones. In Smash Brothers, I'm pretty sure that I main Pikachu.
Nice.
Pikachu's my dude. I also really liked Captain Falcon, but this is all like from the 64 days with all that stuff. Soul Cal There is a blonde character with a sword and a tiny little shield. Does she have a name?
Cassandra.
Cassandra. All right, it's Cassandra. That's who I
Yep.
play as. And then Street Fighter, it's probably also Ryu, I believe, because the what is it? The Hadouken is just the quarter turn and forward. It's probably the only special move I know in Street Fighter.
Yes. All right, 37. Xbox or PlayStation? Choose one.
It's Xbox. I'm
Xbox.
loyal to Xbox to a fault. I wish I wasn't. I do. I'm not a PlayStation hater. I'm just an Xbox loyalist. That's how it
Yes.
works.
What are you hoping for at the next E3? I don't even know
There
if
are
they
no
do.
more
Yeah.
E3s. No, it doesn't
That it
exist.
comes back.
I mean, we just are on the tail end of Summer Games Fest and the Xbox showcase that happened, and I was a little bit miffed that we didn't get any information about the new Gears of War E-Day or about any kind of Halo games or anything about the next Forza that's coming out, just as Xboxy kind of things. So I guess that is my 2026 wish list is to hear about the next games in those respective series.
There you go. You tell them. Let it out. All right. We have 11 questions left, and we're at 41 minutes, so we're doing good. But that's for the whole episode and the whole record time. All right. What is your favorite game from... Nope. Who's your favorite supervillain or villain from a video game, and why?
Recency bias, because Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Dude, Renoir is dope.
I don't know who that is yet.
What? You've made it off the beach, right?
Is that like the dude, the old guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know his name.
Yeah, Renoir.
Spoilers. I'm just kidding.
Like, that's just his name. I don't think that's a spoiler.
My favorite villain from a video game? I don't know. I always thought Lance was dope from the Elite Four, if you consider him a villain. Because he has like all the
Lance-
dragons.
And he has a cape.
Yep.
Don't discount that he wears a cape.
All right. Number 40, Wade. What is it?
My favorite game. What is your favorite game from your childhood, Mag? Is it Sonic 2?
Yeah, probably. Or Sonic Spinball.
Okay.
What
I
about
think
you?
mine is probably Link's Awakening, like I mentioned before, just because I feel like I've sunk countless upon countless hours into that. Hey, Mag, are there any games that you're really bad at?
I like to think that I'm pretty solid at most games. Like I'm above average at most games, but I do have my streaks in FIFA where I'm very bad. So, I get very frustrated with FIFA. So, yes, that one.
I know that we've talked about Fortnite plenty, but that's the reason that I don't like Fortnite is because I'm bad at it.
Bum.
The map is too big. There's too much stuff going on. I can't keep track of it all. I have no spatial awareness. I can't figure out where in a map that is that large that enemies are attacking me from.
Yep. It shrinks though.
Hey, Mag, have you ever seen somebody get really angry when they lose?
I have. Yes, I am. I have. Yes, I have. Yep. What about you, Wade? Have you?
I mean, it's the internet. Like, of course I have. I don't know if I've witnessed much in person. Like, I don't know if I've had that moment where somebody gets so angry and I'm with them in person that I have to like step away or it gets real quiet. One of those kind of things. But
Yep.
oh yeah, it happens.
It's
for
me.
sure.
All right. What's your?
It hit me.
These are some harder ones here. All right. What is your favorite game series of all time?
I don't know if I'm basing this on more good than bad, or if you have bad games in your series, you're no good, or what the deal is. Like, I don't know. Can I just say Mario?
Sure.
The Mario, like the Super Marios, the mainline Marios, I guess maybe. Not including all of the spin-offs. So your 1, 2s, and 3s, and your Worlds, and your 64, and your Sunshine, and your Galaxy, and your Odyssey.
I would
Pretty
say
good.
probably Halo.
Yeah, there's been some stinkers lately. That's the only reason
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick Halo.
I don't know. I mean Sonic, duh, but like I don't know if that's like a game series like Mario.
Sonic has had, going off of the same nonsense that I was rambling about for a moment, there have been a lot of bad Sonic games. There have been many decent Sonic games. I don't know if there have been that many exceptional Sonic games.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. There hasn't really been a series that I've like been committed to since the beginning. You know?
Right. I mean, somebody could say Pokemon, but they've gone so lazy
Yeah,
with
I
all of
haven't.
their stuff these days.
Yeah. All right. What's more important, action or story?
I feel like mechanics are more important than action or story. Like there's the Halo quote where it's like 5 seconds of fun, and you just can recreate that over and over and over with all these things. So I guess maybe action, but I mean, there's plenty of games that did not have a very good story at all that I still enjoyed. I don't know if there are games like I'm yammering and stammering here. I'm just filling the air. Whether
I'm
or not like
action, easy action. I don't. I don't care about stories that much.
yeah, well, you don't care about the story. That's not the priority. But like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I'll try and gather my thoughts, and maybe I'll have a wonderful essay of this on the topic later, where it's like, what action game can get away with not having a story, but can a story based game get away with having no action? You play Doki Doki. That's all story.
Well, and some
Eh.
action.
Game is Meg. Is there a game that's considered to be really bad, but is your secret guilty pleasure?
Mm, I don't know. I don't think so.
This is one that I wish I had more time to think about.
Yeah, maybe we'll have
This
to
is
bring
not.
that one back for like the next week.
It's like not jumping right out at me. Like I feel like we brought up a lot of like when we talked about obscure games in that one episode. I
Yeah.
feel like that probably was our like guilty pleasure games where it's like people don't realize this game is good. I don't know if they believe that it's actually bad.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
I mean,
know.
I
I don't think I have any that I can think of off the top of my head.
disappointing. We're running out of steam. We're getting there. Hey Meg,
No,
next question. If you could have any video game character as your best friend, who would it be?
I would pick Sora because he said that his friends are his power.
Wow.
Yep,
Sora.
easy.
Okay.
What about you, Wade?
Obviously, my answer would be Lance, the Dragon Master from the Pokemon Elite Four. I want to chill with Lance. He's the best.
He's a villain.
Doesn't matter.
Oh boy! If you could marry
He
any
just
game
he just
character,
sits at the end of the Elite Four. We'd be chilling there all the time,
yep.
waiting for schmucks to try and come and defeat him.
You think you could beat me? Here's Dragonite. If you could marry any game character, who would it be?
It would be a me that I made of my wife. Gotcha,
Nice, good answer.
Bazinga.
So the real answer is Lune? Question mark? Because Lune's
Oh,
Bay.
Lune's Bay. No, I don't think that Lune is too much of her own woman. She doesn't need to be tied down by some man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I was forced to marry Monica from Doki Doki, I'd just have to marry her. But she's not even a real person, so.
Oh dear, this is a wordy question, Mag. Would you rather have loads of time to play games, but only be able to play 2 games a year, or be able to buy loads of games but never have much time to play them?
Oh, the first one easy, because the second one's like actually my life, right?
I
Like,
was gonna say you can have both.
yeah,
I can buy loads of games and only play 2 of them a year.
yes, because real life is you buy loads of games, you never have time to play them. Yes, that is my actual life. So, all right, 2 to go. In your opinion, what is the worst game of all time that you have played?
I played briefly. I borrowed it from the store many moons ago. Ride to Hell Retribution for the Xbox 360.
Mm,
I believe that's one that like if there are people that maybe like it, that they think that it's like a bad game, that's like a guilty pleasure game. I borrowed it from the store and like something glitched out where I had to clear out all of the enemies to move to a next section or something like that, and the last enemy wouldn't die. Like they were just glitched out. And this was in the first 10 minutes of the game, and I was just like, nope, I think I'm fine. So
I don't actually know. I'm like bad at this. The worst game of all time that I've played.
I mean, I own Shaq Fu. That counts.
I just like keep thinking about Minecraft, but that's not the worst game of all time.
Dunking on Minecraft.
Just don't like it.
Rude.
I just don't like it, okay? I don't like it. All right, number 50, last one. Would you give up video games for life and receive $500,000 in cash, or would you refuse the money?
Who's enforcing this? I don't think that you could stop me.
Yeah, I mean, just hypothetically.
I could have it all.
You can have it all. I would refuse the money.
You would.
I would.
Look at you.
Yep, I would refuse the money. What about
I
you?
refuse this question. I'm not even going to answer it.
All right. You heard it here first. Wade refuses to answer the question.
Give me that box with the button on it where when I click it, somebody random dies and they get the money. Give me that one instead.
You want that one instead?
Yeah, that's a better box.
Well, we are at 51 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with us. We still have the game duel to do, so if you're still with us, you know, we knew it was going to be a long one, but we got through it faster than I was thinking we were. So let me share my screen here to Wade for game duel, and then I'm going to bring it onto full screen here for all of you viewers to see. Okay, so we're going to start by classic. Do you know the game by its cover?
Is there any additional information on the bottom over there that I can't really see?
No. It just says
What are you?
6 average guess attempts.
Oh my gosh, that's many guesses. I don't need to look at the give me that bottom right. What's going on down there? This is the only interesting part of this thing. I don't even have a guess.
All right, we'll do skip. There
You got to really commit to it.
Keep skipping.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
What are you? This is some JRPG nonsense that we don't know. You want to put Final Fantasy something in there. Also, it's kind of telling that it is like a rectangle and not a square, because then we know it's not like a PlayStation game, right?
They're holding a book.
There's a book.
Wrong franchise and saga? Ooh.
So helpful. Oh, so it's not a role-playing game?
I have no
Some
clue
action
what
game?
this is.
Skip it again. I mean, I guess we could be getting information about the saga. Who are you? We don't know who you are.
Who is this chick? Oh, Lord. I don't think we're getting it, bro.
You'll put in actually it's not it's wrong franchise and saga, but it's not genre. It's the right genre, presumably, right? Put in, I know it's not, but it kind of looks like it. Put in Bravely Default. I know it's not, but that's enough.
Correct franchise,
Correct
and,
franchise
saga?
and saga. So it's Bravely Default 2.
Wow. I cannot,
Bravely Default 2. Bravely Default
cannot believe that you got this. Wow.
I did it.
Look at
And
these
how
little
many guesses?
Look at these little
6?
chibis.
Little chibis? Yeah.
Wow. I'm impressed, honestly. I cannot believe you got that.
That took me 6, just like they said it would.
All right, you're up 1-0 on me. So we move on to artwork.
Oh my gosh. What if this is Greece, Meg?
Is this actually? I don't think it is.
Do it. You got to guess it unless you got something better. Ah.
It's like this is like a army helicopter.
Yeah, but it's all black and white. What is this? You're right. There's no army helicopters in Greece, so that would make sense that it's not that.
Do you want me to do skip or?
You can guess something if you've got something. I don't have anything. I don't know what this is. It's all black and white. Weird art style.
Near.
Ner. What are they giving us? Wrong. Yeah, what are these things? What is this? What are you trying to do here, guy?
I don't know. I'm skipping.
This is no help at all. You could probably show me the whole dang picture. I still won't know it.
Who is this guy? This is
he a
some
guy?
sort of. He's got a gas mask on.
Oh, he's like a gas mask man? I don't know.
One more skip.
Oh, it's Stalker. Stalker 2. Stalker.
Stalker 2?
Yeah, Stalker 2. Stalker 2.
Boom! Wow. Wade, you're
Another
2-0
gas mask.
on me.
What are these things that are on the right? What are
You're
they
crushing me. Steam.
like? Helicopter.
All right, last one. Keywords.
You dunked on me in keywords last time.
Cult, wife, Arizona, and rituals.
Arizona. That's where I live.
I don't know.
Cult, wife, Arizona, and rituals.
Would
Oh,
Cult
yeah,
of
yeah,
Lamb be
yeah.
it? Cult of
Go
the
for it,
Lamb?
man. Stealth, darkness, insanity, batteries. Well, then it's Alan Wake, my dude.
Do you think it is?
It's Alan Wake. Unless it's Alan Wake 2. Wrong, wrong, wrong? What?
Uh-huh. Camcorder, farmhouse, journalist, possession. I was going to say, I think it's...
Is it Eternal Darkness? If you've got a better guess, we can try that instead.
hallucinations, audio logs, no weapons, and jump scares.
So then it's... What's the one called where you just have a camcorder, you're exploring everything? Out.
Like Fatal Frame? No, does that have picture stuff?
Start typing out in the thing. O-U-T.
Out.
Out. Is it Outlast? Is that what it's called? Go back up a little bit. It's in the O.
Outlast. Night Vision, mental illness.
No, that's the correct franchise in Saga. So it's
it's-
Outlast 2 or something.
Outlast Trials or Outlast 2? Let's try the
don't know.
Trials. Religious horror.
So
It's Outlast 2. All right. We did it. We figured it out. That's creepy.
Yeah, I mean that's like it's a game where you have a camcorder with night vision, but it also has battery life that is really dying out. I didn't know that it took place in Arizona. Apparently, that's cute.
It's in your backyard. All right, we're almost at an hour, Wade. So do achievement of the week, and then we can.
Are we not playing the other game?
Oh, do you want to?
No.
Let's do it.
Ah,
People are hanging out with us, bro. You're hanging out with us tonight.
wonder if this would be better as a Twitch stream. Should we do one live sometime?
Maybe we should. Maybe for episode 25, we'll do it live. We'll do it
But then
live.
But then people wouldn't get to there's no such thing as appointment television anymore these days. People just watch it when it's convenient for them.
Yeah. Oh, I already have today's done. So.
Oh, well then we're not doing it.
can't do
Achievement
it.
of the week, Meg. I was reminded of it the other day because it's just so great. It's an achievement with a fun name from the game Speedrunners, and it is called Vengeance and Running
Ooh.
for grappling someone who just grappled you.
There you go.
So you can use like the grappling hook, which kind of swaps places with them or pulls them back and pulls you forward a little bit when you get it. So
If you've never played Speedrunners, play it. It's awesome.
it's dope. It's dope. It's a good game.
Well, this concludes our 1 hour special of Gamer Disclaimer. We are not quite at an hour yet, but we appreciate you watching, hanging out with us, and for my sporadic releasing of videos, as my life is insane sometimes, and so I don't always have the best releasing time of scheduling. But anyway, yeah, we appreciate everybody watching with us. Special shout out to all of our people who have been commenting on our videos and just hanging out with us. So we hope you enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about Wade and I through 50 questions that you ask gamers. Let us know your answers to your favorite questions in the comments below. Send us off, Wade. Close us down.
It's just closing time. Don't have to go home. Can't stay here. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you fine folks in the next one. Bye.